Someone hurt me and my family in a deep way many years ago. Every time I think about what my family went through, I still feel a tinge of pain in my heart. There was an element of injustice that was done to us, and that injustice had never been corrected. There was no admission of wrong, nor an offer of restitution. So there has been no vindication. And so the pain remains in my heart. But we refuse to dwell in our hurts. Even though the wrong was not rectified, we know that God will exact justice in the end. And in that knowledge, I rest my soul. And so I can move on. Many people struggle with moving on from a hurting situation. Many people feel it is impossible to run away from the pain. Many people find themselves stuck in a cycle of guilt and shame. Others fall in a downward spiral of anger and hatred. Many years, decades from the time they were hurt, they are still brooding over what happened to them, and they are still living in the past. They have not moved on. They are not free. If this is your situation, please know that God gives us a way out of our situation. But it requires us to put our trust in God. The writer of the Psalms wrote this prayer to God. How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I take counsel in my soul and have sorrow in my heart all day? How long shall my enemy be exalted over me? Consider and answer me, O Lord my God. Light up my eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death. Lest my enemy say, I have prevailed over him. Lest my foes rejoice because I am shaken. But I have trusted in your steadfast love. My heart shall rejoice in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord because he has dealt bountifully with me. God understands our pains and hurts. God knows how they can take hold of us, paralyze us, and prevent us from living the kind of life that God wants us to experience. A life of complete trust in him, which allows us to live a life of freedom and joy. Turn over your hurts to God. Allow God to transform your pain by surrendering them all to him. God will heal you of all your pains and hurts if you would only let him. And the wonderful thing is that God will transform those pains and hurts into valuable lessons that will give us wisdom as we move on with our lives. We can begin moving forward with deeper insight into the love of God as we reflect on how Jesus was willing to take on so much pain and hurt on the cross, all for love. So, as we learn to move on from the pains and hurts in our lives, as we grow in wisdom and love in Jesus Christ, as we put our trust in him, always keep in mind, faith matters too.